Okay, so this is a setup that I got for free that somebody didn't want. And I'm going to be cleaning this up so you can show you how to set up an aquarium that requires no water changes, no filter changes. I'll save these for later. Now I use Dawn to wash this. It's a plastic machine. You're going to see lots of haters in the comments saying, don't use Dawn, use vinegar, use this and that. This is Prep. The Dawn is absolutely fine. I'm also checking to make sure the aquarium is watertight at the time. And it is, and then I'm going to dry it off to check on the cracks and scratches. And stay tuned for part 2. Okay, so here I am adding dirt. I just happen to have garden soil. You can use the dirt out of your yard. It doesn't matter. You can use any dirt, period. You don't want to use a potting soil that has additives with it or fertilizers in it or like those little white dots. So it needs to be soil or dirt. Like I said, if you live somewhere where you can get dirt, go underneath the, where the, pull up the grass or the weeds and get the dirt under that. And I'm just filling up with tap water. This is Prep. I have well water, so I don't have to do the dechlorination. If you have well water, it's fine. Just dechlorinate it with the stuff. Now I am sifting out the things that are not waterlogged. That's all I'm doing. And this will be day 1. Okay, so here I am adding dirt. I just happen to have garden soil. You can use the dirt out of your yard. It doesn't matter. You can use any dirt, period. You don't want to use a potting soil that has additives with it or fertilizers in it or like those little white dots. So it needs to be soil or dirt. Like I said, if you live somewhere where you can get dirt, go underneath the, where the, pull up the grass or the weeds and get the dirt under that. And I'm just filling up with tap water. This is Prep. I have well water, so I don't have to do the dechlorination. If you have well water, it's fine. Just dechlorinate it with the stuff. Now I am sifting out the things that are not waterlogged. That's all I'm doing. And this will be day 1. Alright, so this is day 2. You can see how much the water settled out. So I'm just using a saucer to stir up the sediment as little as possible. And I'm just filling it up with tap water. Now this is a mix of some rocks I had and the black rocks. And I'm very slowly introducing this. It is going to go on top of the dirt, or else we're going to have a mess when we start setting this up. And these were only washed, they were just rinsed off with warm water before I put them in. Alright, and so we're going to let this sit and settle, and that's day 2. At the end of day 2, I let Daryl go in the new tank. This is the angriest, meanest, most cantankerous asshole of a beta that you will ever meet in your entire life. He used to live on my desk at work, but he's been home for a while now, in a smaller tank. I'm also in the process of waterlogging this beautiful piece of wood, so that's why there's a mug in there. This is day 3. I came to check on Daryl. I knew he'd be alive. He's a tough cookie. He's like the cockroach of all fish. This is the sign I had to keep on him at work, so he wouldn't get flushed. Alright, so this is day 7. And I'm going to add this little tiny filter that was off of a teeny tiny beta tank. It hardly makes a ripple. That's all I need. Now I'm going to add some more water. Now I'm adding an old filter. You see it's discolored. I need those bacteria. I never throw away my last filter. Barely any flow, which is perfect. Now I got some duckweed that came in the mail. Gonna add that in. And 2 plants that I can't pronounce. Go ahead and plant those. I forgot to say an important part for this. In this, you see that I'll tell you that I used an old filter that I had. So some of the brown goo was still on the filter. If you don't have this, there are 2 options. Number 1, if you find a privately owned pet store, not like PetSmart or Pet Village or whatever, whatever. You ask them for some slime off of one of the filters that are in their tanks. Or you can go to, if there is a pond or creek or lake or river, and get some of the bottom, like muddy stuff, and put some under the rocks and put some at the bottom of the inside of the filter, behind it where it doesn't flow out. Little microorganisms that are the key part in not having to change your water or your filter ever again after setup. Alright, we're at day 8 now, and my light came in from Amazon. It's got a flexible neck, screws onto the side. It has an on-off and a timer switch, red, green, blue, and all. It was only $13. So this is just me setting it up. I've moved the aquarium to its permanent place, and lights on. I forgot to film. I got some new grass. Some is planted toward the front. That's so I can keep an eye on the root growth. And then I planted a couple more I can't pronounce. And of course, there's Daryl. I'm waiting on my air thingy to come in the mail. And then after that, it'll be left to sit for a month. Okay, we're going to talk about Daryl. I am aware that Daryl resembles a female fish. But this is what happened. When I bought Daryl as a young fish, Daryl looked like this. Beard and everything, just arr, arr. But as Daryl started to mature, things happened. So the main thing is all his male attributes started to go away. And the thing is, though, is that Daryl has no egg spot, as a female should have. I'm trying to show in this these close-ups. Daryl keeps moving away. There's no egg spot on Daryl. It still kills everything. It attacks itself in the mirror. I can't even keep snails in the tank. But Daryl has never made a bubble nest. So I think Daryl is a hermaphroditic fish. Not offensive when in biological terms. Anyway, that's the story of Daryl. Yeah, we're going to talk about this video about Daryl. There was several comments going, Daryl's sick. He has fin rot. Betas can't change their sexes. Blah, blah, blah. Good, because I never said that Daryl changed sexes. Although I did find a study that says they can change sexes, but it's from like outside influence from fertilizers and stuff. Forces the change. What I did say was that I do believe that Daryl is a hermaphrodite. Before I get into that, let me clear up. Daryl is an ugly fish. Daryl does not have fin rot. His parameters are fine. Perfectly healthy. He's 2 or 3 now. But back to the hermaphroditic thing. So I searched and searched the internet, and I did find something, okay? Same thing happened to this fish. This is not a male. It's a female. According to the thread under it, when they got it, it looked like a female. As it matured, it did this. Okay, it's been about a week since the last video. We can see some little rootlets coming out of our plants, which is always a good sign. And everything else is growing and doing just fine. Couldn't find my bubbler, so I bought this nifty thing. This is a nano bubbler that you can attach to the wall. I'm going to soak it for about an hour. Daryl's fine. Got it installed, and it's good to go, and has the best sound, but you have to turn it up.